ma mema young guest akwaba na afe yemfa yen common enhyehyɛ so about 3 months is it ago oba studio just na akwaba net saying
minya obi mejo so
bibi ekoyi
yakopa daroma me ho ye pa
the last time about say 3 months abesin ko I remember say it was before the job fair be amoye wo
in the earlier part of the year.
Yes.
February.
I remember that time. I remember until a little over 2 months ago. And I recall say last year January. The job fair. No, it was not last year. That was last year. Job fair no more year war. Accra International Conference.
Oh, then that was last year.
That was last year.
Okay. And the very last year.
Yeah. Well, I think and it was in relation to that. Yeah, it was in relation to that.
Last year, somewhere around October.
October.
Around that time.
In the last quarter of the year, any days are common. And Mekaisa in that interview, you know, yeah, be wrap up. Mebusa say Matete say unya General Secretary of your party Ubedi. At the time, me de toha na we ya toha na me de atoha na we ya toha. Oka say a decision has not been taken. 3 months later, and there was about Betnam we decided the mate to say when General Secretary Obedi no no cre and I say Mungu.
Obi Mamefa Akunyaris na mencha asympathy for ewi and after so more or share your Facebook so your chill munina. Na Obi un say akasafidi ko pa na sebi omampeni na nadan kwakufa na daroma na me CEO of Youth Employment Agency ti mefa akunyawe so na mache omampeni na afi so obi a me MPP ni mapa na ye nyina enim se enche ye start ye polling station elections ye call electoral area and afi ato constituency ti mefa akasafidie so na mama omo contest here from polling station na bepen constituency omedi kam omo nyina mo na afi so omo a omudi nkunim so mama omo trinkwa ene enwam so a omanti medi nkunim so de brone be kan better luck no so ya ma omo nyina bi obi ene kre be 4 months ago betina was fidie so ama obusame say menya interest say meko MPP General Secretary no ama me catch you say obi yenya botre if say sad time kwa na party emfa hihye mbae chere time beto polling station ne time beto constituency ne region national ti na afi so di pe bia no utana mo bia wontimi fiti preko ensore enkase me kopre bibi abra wimbo hompaye na so untu hanamo ene omo asabi ehia se no mkasa na no mkasa eti from that time me pem samre obi ene kasa Ghana ene MPP for do na kan se 2024 ye be the first political party sa 8 years James never no say party bia ba or 2 times na another party abano ye betima break his agents no I friend breaking the 8 no unya bema Ekosiisen on Asempa FM ni mpenifo akasa miam so asesem ho ahwe adwuma ma ye wo party nim abra me be ye wa ye CEO so metimi aye mogidie pa se party ma esi ahetu ahenfo eye madom na me be di party nanim say party ni churchofo a breaking the 8 no e be possible name be dia ofidie so kama MPP ma MPP sia hetu ahefo ama Ghana man nyina so ate se nyame boa na party no ebie nominations say ni party member forms to contest national position obi I'll pick the nomination forms to contest for the General Secretary position of the New Patriotic Party.
And it's now an official decision that we're making.
A certain say July you be nomination forms now. Justin Frimpong Kodua the Kodua Frimpong GFK no me pick a form to contest for the general secretary position of the New Patriotic Party.
Of the New Patriotic Party. And that is a position, Abibri, now when they say you then become the chief administrator of the party. Ebia Kasesa Oshe, the size of the NPP as a political party. Undoubtedly one of the biggest political parties we have on the continent of Africa. In here some working knowledge of the party to be able to run the NPP as general secretary, because obey the CEO basically of the party. So, Yeshua, your name became a national name, for the want of a better expression. Time I obey a YEA, Chief Executive Officer. As part of your experience our Ghana as a person in party activities, no? Are you that experienced? Why ye Juma or party ye? Our party for nim. So why ye Juma ye?
Obi, edi kind. Me MPP ni mapa. I wo me to MPP. Obi, me kai ebra kwa na misa.
Asempa FM.
Kumasi. Me nanamo. Ejumadi ano mo yema MPP in the early 90s.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Ashanti region politics. There's no way abeka Ashanti region abakosema wombo menana donko fojo din. Or MPP.
Donko fojo.
Abakosem. Dr. Donko fojo. Iso nyina ebre be kuni fie no ye MPP regional chairman. Bon se ira Dr. Sebimo, ira Dr. Safo Dumo, lawyer Kodua mo, empo man penin another danko Kufuado, ira Major Karikashuga, ira Pentina PM in Kamo, Banifi, normal chance kind people asem na misha. Na so na me hu se mpenifo bi ba ho ama yesam bia den ekoso. Eho na ma manage politics mo pa. Etoso biem. Me nana bako Amubediako, former regional secretary or MP Ashanti region. On also be some party no. Enti me fear there, say MPP party ni the edin wom. Derived from a childhood there. MPP party are there a woman too. Me kai 1996.
Ekosiisen
on
Asempa FM.
Satan me di bear 14 years. Ashtown. Obi in Ashtown. In Boye pa.
Minimal star, yes.
Oh, if you are near team ME 132. Na baby if you know one year akosed my park na say apprenti here park ho. Na insa bonkum so e base park and incentify e oko swami runabout. Na sometimes MPP ye rally na so me rally. Bon say Dominic be free so I'm runabout. No more ban. Abesa kwa base park. At 14 years na carnation milk o say ne wo tontram na so konkom. Ti na ye swa no ye hwe milk ni na gu forma ni afa pomko ni mienu. Ti ye te so omo de brass bar net tin ne ba ni so afa ni ukra ni de omo chi ne bonu ko na unmanuma ne yeto. Na enuma ye de to kwa base park wo. And they say, 2JJ Maya, go for 2JJ Maya. 2JJ Maya, go for 2JJ Maya. Wase wo mai, 2JJ Maya. Even at that age,
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
na party no, ya dia dama kumaso. Obi minni ya me beto aba. Me call tech. Now, I'm a student leader. I was a president for Land Management and Development Student Association.
Oh, okay.
Now, after I'm a president for College of Architecture and Planning Student Association. Yeah, time they started college system of KNU West. Mekai 2005. Now, KNU West, I find na a day Asante Susu as chancellor. Until then time no Minister for Foreign Affairs. Na ye Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Honorable Nana Danko Akufo-Addo then. Oba tech obeshia mrantie mu ane ye wo ho na ye active in politics. Sometimes na SSMRI ya na omampene Akufo di no that's in the first term ya to abama no second term to be in 2008 no nkobi. Nti na amanfo so ma ho din ahwe say 2008 obetima be 2 franc ama na MPP. Ebe omampene na Danko Akufo-Addo she oni e bon komo say you are a very intelligent young guy. I want you to join my campaign to become president of Ghana. Hono opening cast asem, I was so happy.
Ekosiisen on
Asempa FM. What TV so tomudin or radio so. It immediately I'm in school 2006 and I'm realm active politics. Now and I'm saying na me wa Ashanti region or me tia Ashanti region ti. Then time na Ashanti regional chairman and then friend Yura Roberta Mankwa. Eti no afamia abata no ho a omo campaign omo meetings omo ye nyina edu baby kwato be na me secretary emo omo at the meetings omo ye dey call 2008 in fact 2007 you call primaries Legon ye nyina ba ye join the party no ye she na na do t-shirt ye to ye koba ye to nyom momo ni nyina I was actively involved in party politics. Ashanti region Ebra said ye collect your results in 2008. Same time now a branch pa. Now so party penifo no in the region. And we say the we are diligent, we are meticulous about things no. Me normal the collation of our 2008 results. Ema me say menye ema Ashanti region. Me kaipa meeting ba kwa na me team na regional minister, then regional minister Yura Uswansa. Nyakopon fa ne currency na Yura Kandapa no ye minister for defense na Dr. Kwame Amakotofo ono so Nyakopon fa ne currency no nso ka ho bi Subi MP Yura Honorable Eugene Entry ana mia me wofa Kwame Dodubos at a meeting on de share me sa me year collation ma omo in the 2008 elections obi ye elections no ankoye na abrantia wa ko school wa wie wa service amanfo akopa adwuma o de ankopa adwuma na o de politics na akodi achi. That was the low point in my life. Say yakoto abawie mo lusu wa onni adwuma. One day when Ira FFanto and oye one of the vice chairman for the party na oye regional chairman Ashanti region da no person was baby. To where not to Kodua, Kojam Kwana Yanko Accra. And to honestly one of my mentors, when I know and not to politics. Ti you do Accra no, in who I say Yakunima, Yakoya, Yako opening another Danko Akufo-Addo fee. Opening Chairman FFanto.
Ekosiisen on
This young guy, I remember you. You are a very hard-working guy. Unfortunately, we lost the elections. Right now, I'm unemployed. You're also employed. So what are you going to do? So my penny can't that time I'm so Nana see me I mean the message. No, say Debbie. Menko tradition so. Why don't I pursue a law, a degree, and become a lawyer? Obi, to me lawyer may be in that visitor. Many year FFan to your call on my penny and not Danko Akufo-Addo. I will tune me for. Send me call law school. And a mammy call law school. Ninya Chimenya party politics Antwerp. 2010, Ebra era FFan to obey Ashanti regional chairman. And now my whole din, my whole farmer, any Gia media party Juma. Or mammy be a deputy, Nasa regional executive committee, and be a deputy regional youth organizer.
Appointive position.
Yes.
Okay.
Ebra me be a deputy regional youth organizer. Mene Gideon Boakon say Dr. Gideon Boakon, on the youth organizer, and I'm a deputy. You know, there was that cordial and respectful and lovely relationship among ourselves. And he agreed, said, I'll handle Tescom. No, I should the youth ring. You mean your cabo during that time. Tesco institutions are at Ashanti region. Any Tesco programs it more organize your orientation they ma Tesco for even among the youth ranks so programs it me initiative bro me at the youth rank kokonkro obuase new edubiase amadanse asokwa for me na energizing the youth of the party. You call 2012 elections and now I'm saying na my year 2008 coalition ma Ashanti region. Then again me and I'm saying coalition ma Ashanti regional party in 2012. And they say you call election for Fian Twata and couldn't give it to me by the court. Mekai mesum adwuma me ye adwuma as deputy regional youth organizer. Obi ahombrase na odo a na mwo ma party ma you come meet na as deputy youth organizer. Obi mehihye nkonya party regional constituency chairman for beba constituency executive beba na me chensuo mo no mo smame Kodua koto credit mame Kodua ko esi. It's not ahombrase na odo a mwo ma party ma e bra me ye madwen say me corporate regional youth organizer. It was Ashanti region. No? I knew from day one say I was going to win. Because no me who say MPP party no your party a utu hwache uti buo momo obre hwase momo omo kasa na omutia omo so hye wani manyam. So 2014 I became the regional youth organizer for the MPP in Ashanti region. Obi as regional youth organizer, sabre na so na minua Adamfo pa Samioku, also be a national youth organizer. We team up at the national youth wing. Ishia yen ye adwen say ye better to committees say beboa operations, logistics. And now says hard time and now me legal background, more law school nti. Me na me da constitutional and legal affairs for the youth wing. Obi under my watch as chairman or chairperson, and the year Tesco regulation, the first Tesco regulation for the youth wing. Aside that, Obi 2016 elections now, we cannot have won the elections without the energy, without the support, without the hard work of the youth of the party.
Ekosiisen on
Ashanti region as our stronghold of the party. We are mobilizing the youth in the region. Sabreno youth rings yet in left, right, center. Baby onkekani enam. To be crab kokana keska kwahodi. But ye dan hodin ye din. At the youth rings bebre throughout the region. A test conference for the first time. Your orientation for all TESCON executives, and let's say be a fire president for, or let's say a fair woman commissioner for, let's say be a fair NASA, all the TESCON executives need your orientation at the moment, at least to prepare them for the 2016 elections. The Ashanti region 47 constituency, every constituency biano may assign a TESCON institutions at the moment. Into Omoko school, Monday to Friday, weekend, Namino Monemu, then Nam. Kromon Kitwani Kronkesi near campaign de bois. As regional youth organizer of Ashanti region, I was also a communicator for the party, called Radio So Kasama Party. No. At a point in time, now me host a program our Kesben FM 93.3 Sunday near free program MPP in Sempamre. As that time near Toya Boise. My MPP 4 Penny 4 bar and my church and some normal MPP by a bay and normal echo coswa bema and your papa. So Obi Bekaya yet you could be near friend movement for change. Our Ashanti region. Now a year me Dr. Nsiansari and Odono Kokwapia. Sad time and not doing so pie coswa memo ha now Ghana for agitations cost. First demonstration me kaya ya bread demonstration. Ye any day ya den demonstration by ya de bamu ya that demonstration by. And
Asempa FM
as deputy regional youth organizer, as regional youth organizer, as member of the national youth wing. Ejumadi me ye boa ma party ni nyina ba no. Obi 2016 obi ana famodiam. Eti o hwe MPP abakosem. Obi Say be otia wo ye adwuma wo Asempa FM. O modern ba wo de ba Asempa FM. Saso na Dominic eso wo adwuma won so ye. Di nyina aka mo ena ma part no na say ma Asempa FM etim ko nanim.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Apart from that, one may raise the argument, say, okay, my politics is just restricted to Ashanti region. Yes, you may have that fair point. But Obi, a mra man penin another down Kufuado. A ye me say, member YEACU, the Youth Employment Agency CEO. Obi, you know, say, Youth Employment Agency is national in character. And let's say be an officer, we are regional director. Let's say you're officer, we are district director. I'm the CEO for a state institution. In my day-to-day running, my day-to-day activities as CEO of YE, I interact with ministers, I interact with members of parliament, I interact with political parties, NDC, MPP, PNC, I interact with civil society, I interact with those in the academia. And Juma Mayen from 2017 up to date, Obi, it's a national in character, not a national officer, Juma. They're not me who Juma for Phoebe. A CEO for Youth Employment Agency. Obi, before say your budget, you better pass it. I bet my spending. We go to Parliament.
FM.
In Parliament, we have Committee on Employment and Labour Relations. And they could defend your budget. And the committee is made up of NDC and MPP. Meme committee, my minority leader, Ira Haruna Idris, is part of the committee. Ira Kwabena Donko from NDC is part of the committee. So I'm able to meet with them, defend our budget, and make a case for YE. Oba MPP aside, Mekai before say Yabako 2020 election, I mean a new committee. Ira and you medu, and I know a chairman for the committee. I initiated a discussion. I appear also before finance committee in parliament. Now then time Ira Asibe Yabua, former MP war, New Dublin South, or a member, I told for him or Fifi Kwetemo, and I can't want honorable Fifi Kwetemo Yakanwa, or me part of the finance committee. I've been to public accounts committee twice. On matters even in the past and matters in current affecting YE. I deal with the IOCO, I deal with Attorney General, I deal with Ghana Police Service, I deal with the presidency. And in my day-to-day work, no, and conform no more year Jumano, I don't see the difference between say Jumano, let's say be my General Secretary, and my MPP. I toss with you. A Juma may year as YECU. A Jumano, it is done at the district level. And the MMDC for so young Kofa, me no me Juma. I have excellent and cordial relationship with MMDC for. You share a meeting, a deliberation, discuss it, they bring their opinion, I also bring my opinion to make progress. Aside that, political parties, NDC, MPP, omo issue because unemployment affects everybody. Whether we MPP, whether we NDC, whether we CPP, to all these caliber of people are the ones I deal with.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
But some have said, say, the position of General Secretary for a party like the NPP, yes, we are YE CEO, but General Secretary, a different ball game altogether. And some have even raised the issue of
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Say, relatively, amongst Omwa, so far, I declare one intention, you look young. Now, do you possess some gravitas, for a party like the NPP to call people to order, to deal with council of elders in your party, Mobile NEC meeting, Mobile steering committee meeting, and general secretary being the chief administrator? You should be calling people to order. Or do you have what it takes to do that?
Obi, no. Na Eradi pese oyi Israel for free Mizuma asase.
Asempa FM.
Onam na kwa Moses eso ekoyi omu free Mizuma asase. Moses any Israel for the 19 for over 40 years. Yes, we do baby. Yakopon catch Moses, say Moses, 40 years ampa who experience, 40 years ampa when him there. Nanso so with the sokonoma, with the unyakotwa Joshua, never kobosha assassin so. Ebiem Ebra na Yakopon wa bre so. Na opese odo hin for bra Israel. Osman akwa Samuel so won ko Jesifi. No do Jesifi a oho ana ne mabako ode ne ho sra no. Ebra Samuel drew Jesifi. Nipa odi ka hu ne Eliab. O hwe Eliab tenten o hwe Eliab ni di o hwe bibia no kwode no sare koma no. Ama Yakopon ka che ne se Samuel enyo no ana mesra no wo sra no. Na nipa mo hwe no so na me nyame de me hwe akomam. O wieye Okofa Abinadad baye, osede me no a, okofa Shama ba osede me no a. Obusa Jesse say Jesse na o mani nyina ani, oso da bi. Ketwa bi ewo ho. Na oni do ni nyankam oni nyamu ne di agro. Abra Samuel Osman say won kofa David mbra. Ono na Samuel de Yakopon srasra no. Entene won wa say David abra no ni Goliath e kontokwa. Amanfo kache o David Osha, David onim ni there, David oni experience. Osha Goliath ho tenten a. There's nowhere David beat my Goliath. Na nenso na nam se Yakopon ho sra wo David sunti. David edi Goliath nkunim. Obi me catch us say 2024 election. Na men nam Justin Kodua Frimpong so. Akrakoto na ho, akra na usu usa no. Emama MPP be break the 8
on
in 2024.
In 2024.
Me can crash. Etos will be Obi, with my training as a lawyer, spending 6 years education in legal education. Obi said me we school no, me kojina quarter. It's not an issue about say musana say me. It's about my ability to defend the case and make a good case for my client. I say we yare say Bwako hospital. No akwato se bia npa kro no ho ni sha. Maka den say oh doctor odo so ma ne o ma ne nhweme. Obi wo ha de beto no kwa wonpe. Mafa MPP constitution. Obi ma kan constitution we. E free animo e copy achi. Men kan kwa maka be 10 times. Ma kan article 10 of the MPP constitution about the duties of the general secretary of the new patriotic party. Obi me catch us meet my adwuma no na meye ni yesu amana ya kono
based on what the constitution expects of you.
Yes. And then when say you will dive into it. Yeah, discussing what the constitution says. Apart from that, MPP you are bakosem. You started a party in 1992.
On Asempa FM.
Era Ajeni Boatin became the first general secretary. On the first term, on the second term. Ofri ho, you on the third term no. At that time now Branty be no so siso. A Branty be now also wo papa so be general secretary. Your friend Dambuchi. That time no be 38, 39 years. Now on call any elected position be aba. Nothing and turn the trouble as elected executive that.
Ever in the party.
Ever in the party. No contest any
election.
Any level. At any level. Now so no a year juma any penifo sian penifo 19 penifo ye meet at time penifo nkwan ye fast manage party. Omoko election o ka man peni ni book ni biography. They wrote Dambuchi off. They underestimated him. And that time cried there. Now part we share penifo be say BJ Jaro Chamo or Doi Sachs mo or JH Mensamo Nanado mo. These were intimidating us, imposing figures are no more. Now, so Dambuchi had the courage, and ne ye can't MPP abakosama. He can never mention any general secretary who had been so successful without mentioning Dambuchi's name. Now, may I can confidently tell you, say a Juma me babe as general secretary. Obi nyanto kwa ne koko. Nyaka say bia obi ye penin bi ti okushia na eso no ko kasetia no na se bia kwhye se o yakukuduro mi na se bia ono no kwakotwe manso da bi nimde adwene wo tim ekwan abefa so abeboa na party for man na se bia bu ha omora ho ebuma bemabu obehwe se bia constituency for no obeka omo abom ekwan abefa so ebe plan adwuma din ebetima ya me break 2024 no breaking the 8 no enwo asem bia koka na oka issue about say
IPAC, for example, you need a certain level of experience in that room.
Obi, you see, do you know one good thing about our profession as lawyers? To me, the case be bro, medical related. Now say the case be bro, now it's about oil and gas. Now say the case be bro, it's about the media. But what's our law school? But as lawyers, we're able to learn, prepare, and consult, and go to court and defend. IPAC now can some. Sebi, MPP, you call IPAC. There's no way you won't say no power. IPAC so on quarter. In Peniophobia consistently, they've always been part of IPAC. So we be able to ramak menu edin. Oba era yobu amu edin. And I all call IPAC so. Obi, and no who decision I do call IPAC. Is the decision and position of the New Patriotic Party and I do call IPAC. Now, if as a lawyer,
but how you articulate that position to convince other members around the table.
And now with negotiation skills comes in. IPAC meeting to me called Dede Manson Gidi Bet Makoso. But then with my experience in alternative dispute resolution, ADR, or my alternative, my skills in ability to also to defend issues. Hey, idea, Emma upper hand, my advocacy skills as a lawyer. And I don't see why Obibeka say, IPAC near Kono, I say, no, be a Sebu tenting, as no be a no. IPAC now, Kono. The party has taken the position. And your duty as a general secretary, as a representative of the party, to go and defend.
To go and defend and present that position.
And present that position.
But some have said,
Ekosiisen on
currently, party no executives in place. Of course, some of them have publicly declared so Omon sign and contestable, notably Samia Uko, and the national chairman of the party. But at least from indications, the current general secretary is still interested. The current youth organizer would want to come for national organizer. The current women's organizer, Ekobio. If these guys are still around, and so for the general secretary, for example, he's overseen 2 electoral victories for your party. In the Adentina was a party for a unison chain. Indeed, so I'm not doing so. Ekobio. No, I'm signing for the powerful floor, Emra. Adentia.
We question now. Obusana, or 2 folds. The first fold, then they said, national chairman in Kubio.
Yes.
National organizer in Kubio. National youth organizer, a free youth organizer, co-organizer.
Organizer, yes.
National treasurer, also, national chairman.
National chairman, yes.
I'm for back one count. It's all my pen and that done by constitutional provisions.
Untimin Kubio.
They are going to also have a new flag bearer.
A new flag bearer, yes.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Who make his point now? I will consider it as being an unfortunate statement.
I didn't hear.
The reason being that your party say you take decisions via now say you can't party one same via. Obi may refer to the constitution of the NPP. What's your party organization? Article 10 of the NPP Constitution. It comes about the steering committee of the New Patriotic Party. The steering committee of the New Patriotic Party has national executives, elected national executives, including the president, including the representative for the majority caucus. So you run a party. Now, say meetings koso. Now, structures here, Juma. So, Obi, say impose the national chairman and general secretary no other members are there. So Oka said because of say national chairman when I say general secretary in her party no come to a standstill. That means it did not develop the structures, but you build the party around personalities. And then me know say national youth organizer, so a part of steering committee me boy.
Yes.
And it's a national youth organizer free youth organizer, co-organizer. Is this still part of steering committee or is not part of steering committee?
Yes.
Say national treasurer, if we treasurer co-chairman, is this still part of steering committee or is not part of steering committee? Apart from that, your first vice chairperson, your Mamireta Sobaria, also contest. Your national Nasara coordinator also elections beam. And your one national women organizer also elections beam. So if all these minds, including His Excellency the President, including majority leader, because of general secretary in party taking decision, then as a party we have a problem. Apart from that, if we steering committee, over national executive committee, and you cry the body no so kakra. Apart from the national executives, no regional chairperson, former general secretaries, account, former presidential candidates also count. So all these people have been part of the processes from day one. The imagine say era Dambuchi, era Ohinto, era Kwabena Japomo, almost several parties as former general secretary. That's that time cry era John Bojo Babekambi. No money na count. That's a party intimate take decision because the general secretary is not there. Then OB as a party we have a problem. Then also goes to confirm certain allegations or say it seems that one person, why national chairman, one person, why general secretary, one person, why organizer, one person, why treasurer. But we don't build a party like that. That is why I believe in structures. Say structures in here, Juma. Say ne obi ko ni asempa, asampa ngu. Say bi oba before so beba, na minya kaba wo ho. Na so fofi anto ataye nya free na kopon fa ne currency. Oba obeto adwuma so asempa. Asampa egu. Say asampa koso a amanfo ti Ekosiisen. Enti MPP amayoko said ye era agene mboatin be yebi. Yera Dambuchi be yebi, yera Hinto be yebi, yera Kwabena Japan be yebi, ayera Dambuchi be yebi no. Sasu na Justin Cool just by be yebi atwaso. I'm a partner konenim.
But the argument has been, Kodua say 2024 a crucial election, a make or break election. The party would have to put all its best foot now forward. Enti say general secretary wo or the party now got 2 elections and now omatimi every year. Going into such a critical election, no, why change him? That really has been the argument.
Obi, you see, sa issue are okay now. Let's situate it with facts.
Yes.
And let's situate it with election results. Say party be call elections to win. Now, and only MPP ni bia bon komo. Now, o share the results in 2020. You be a yamshishe. Because o share normal, na say quite far so bad abemu in 2016. The performance of the party from 169 constituencies now ends to 137 in 2020 elections. It's a worry for every MPP person. The question everybody is asking is, what happened? Didn't you see here? Now they see here no, kibet my home baby. Obi, in 2016 elections, MPP won with over 1 million votes. And they now 169 seats. In that elections, no, Obi, we had 68 swing constituencies. Constituencies are now 2012. It has said near what MPP in some, and I say what NDC some. Now 2016 a switch here, and I say a swing here. Out of the 68 swing constituencies now, a move 55 swung to MPP, and a move 13 a swing call NDC.
And that is 2016.
2016. Over 2020 elections,
Ekosiisen on
we had 66 swing constituencies. Out of the 66 swing constituencies, no, a move 49 a swing call NDC, and a move 17 a swing call MPP. So in 2016, you had 55 swinging to you, and in 2020, you had 17. Whilst your opponent had 13 in 2016, and in 2020 had 49. Apart from that, we share a region like Central Region. In Central Region 2016, MPP won with 19 seats, as against 4 for the NDC in 2016. And in terms of percentage, it is 82.6 for MPP and 17.4 for the NDC. In 2020, NDC overturned their 4 seats to 13 seats, representing 56.5. And NPP, there no, a movie down from 19 to 10 to 43.47. And see that you had with 82. They say Swatiaba. For compare, Omampeni Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo votes Onyaye or 2016. In 2016, Omampeni Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo won Central Region with 53.2%, whilst NDC had 43.4%. In 2020, Omampeni Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo had 52.7%, and NDC had 45%. Just point difference between a SOT. Question a party for question will be able to say, how come Omampeni was able to maintain his lead in Central Region to the extent say he won in almost 19 constituencies in Central Region, whilst the party, our parliamentary candidates, reduced their numbers, or we lost our seat from 19 to 10. Obi, what did they make an answer? So it tells you, say, there's a problem somewhere. Say, President Itimekipi, party name Itimekipi, normal ben see ya. Enunti, your constituency seat be Brewer Central Region Lucia. Obi, apart from that, what share across the country? Out of the 16
on Asempa FM
regions that you war Ghana, it's only 2 regions, a northern region and northeast. And in terms of vote appreciation, MPP BT NDC. In all the 14 regions in Yano, political party will make key impact in terms of votes, no, NDC. Over Miami region, Ashanti region, MPP increased by 146,824, whilst NDC increased by 155,720.
Increase from number Omunya in 2016.
Yes, from 2016
to
2020. Over Eastern region, MPP increased our votes by 63,388. NDC increased their vote by 74,493. Obi, it runs through. Oba Geta Accra. MPP increased by 188,017, whilst NDC increased by 316,809. Obi said, oh, your political party, and you are confronted with these figures and with these challenges, you should be worried.
But the point is, in line with the earlier argument, in the party, decisions are made as a collective. Ain't how can you possibly pin this development down to the General Secretary?
Obi, first and foremost, let us not make the conversations look like say we are denigrating the General Secretary. It can mean time baby and Cassante General Secretary. The moment no may see ye and no mammy ba me. And yes, you cried it. Said the papa on the bonio, you win elections too. You know, boy made me every elections. Or be any dear. Nemo may make analysis say, ye quay no. There should be a change. And the change is based that Obi say, Oya Mayoko na owo positioner. There are several factors that can inure to your benefit. A bit kind of reign of change. Some amount for free say SSM. Until now, the BBA be enough. No mum say, Oya political party. Na person who tested with strength. Na person who say, Abana na say, Amomo na obuno na say organization now ye no. A CPA na say one is when you are in government. There are about 3 or 4 factors that affect a political party in government. 1, a party. Say enkofo bi omo opposition o man ho odin o man ho akeka adwuma omo ye expectations ebe mo na aban na ba. Na bi omo ntimi enya sa expectation o moteda o mabamubu. Etosu bi effective management of your party. How internally or structures so the better how internally organize your primaries, how internally or some reconciliation committee, how internally or programs are over planning their tour about yes organization in your account. Then it also means mistrust. Tenipa energy wo so obi me no to kwan anante na minim sese na ate na so me ma hwe hu se wonte sa. And then a toss 9 the public perception about the party and the government. Sa no man na ya mabono. Obi is a idea partner strategically and tactically when so what national planning how to manage it. They be a man penny and not danke kufa the Kasembi. Was say ebia entimi for 4 years, Emma obia hontono. Ebia entimi 8 years mpo. But the longer the government stays in power, there's a high possibility say the padodona menya enfaso. And see, as General Secretary of the party, Obi Oko Article 1075. Obi Mamen Potoma. Say beya Obetiasi. But say the General Secretary shall be responsible for overseeing the operations of the party's National Secretariat and coordinating the activities and operation of the party and of all employees of the party at the constituency, regional, external, and national levels. It's me as General Secretary of the party. Say party no ebenya hoden. Say party no ebetima ye nedwuma. Say party no ye seat ye wo ebetima maintaining. Say party no ekwa ebefa so ye MPs ebebo mo ban amometima ye adwuma. Say party na ekwa constituency executive befa so abo ho ban ni nya General Secretary adwuma. Eno de is not issue about Senate or steering committee. With the constitution na the amount. Say adwuma obi me the amount say yeah anyway. Obi, if you go into elections, you have 28 incumbent members of parliament losing their seats. Now, out of the 28, no, 22 normally ministers of state or ministers and deputies are. Obi should be a worry to you. Sir, 1, how can we go into elections? Now, 22 ministers of state and deputy ministers all losing their seats.
Even if majority of those ministers know free mining constituencies, and constituencies are the issues of the banking sector cleanup and they are affected like Greater Accra, and then the other mining constituency. How do you blame any party leader for that?
Obi, first and foremost, 1, it is not true say ministers of Muluso seats no. If we need to do every mining constituencies. One.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obiti say Derek Ojo in Kranza North. Oshe ya Afu, German South. Oshe Francis Kujo, Honorable Ekumfi. Oshe Joseph Tete, Apa Minya Krobo. Oshe Mia Adongo Frank Fuseni, Zabila. Oshe Mia Minya Penny Anthony Cabo, Laura. Are these constituency mining constituencies? You see, issues at ELCO is about party management. Obi, with 169 seats are near, we had overwhelming majority.
Asempa FM.
And the no crowd now want compare now 137. And then no your MPs going to mean MP. Most of the time they are in parliament. And who even this time, that even in 2016. Because mind you, MP no, or yeah, of parliament no, our constituency, as a constituency representing Crawford. So what they may agree.
Ekosiisen on.
And how do we balance a Juma away of parliament and the constituency a Juma away? As General Secretary of the party, Obi, it is my duty to make sure, say, there's constant meetings, there's constant collaboration, there's constant report about the MPs, any constituency near Juma Koso. I'll give one typical example. At Tebubu Mountain, there was a serious issue between the regional minister and the MMDC or the DC at Atebubu. All these issues, no, cost no. Say, be a party to an amount them, or be a party resolving issues now. Be a king society no. And to say, what share administrative process in resolving issues are issues be ha obi who resolve kwansanaba. And I can assure you, say me as General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, having the analysis, having the precedence of how elections are conducted, how MPs win their seat, how MP can lose their seat. It is my duty to make sure to fashion out a strategy and a plan. Said the 2 year 2016, no, it means 2 year 2020. And you can only do that when there is proper planning. Say, as General Secretary of the party, Obi, Oko MPP constitutional. Again, I'll refer you to Article 3. Article 3 talks about register of members. As a political party, Obi say, oh, your general now kontokwa, na say bia war, and you don't know the number of your troops, or you don't know the number of your lieutenants. How can you go to that war or elections and win? And then idea back where her party, no, if it as far back as in 2014, the party doesn't really have a register. I bet Maka say be Obi. And people share your membership 500,000. Your membership 600,000.
But recently, more undertaking exercise.
What was the purpose? Was the purpose for polling station elections? Was the purpose for constituency elections? Or as a party near register and call for say be ya a bit me who your membership? Near your membership ID card near to juice.
Was it not any purpose? No.
It's been Brussels. And that's the question I made to my your party for me to my amount for. And then me can say, I can confidently tell you, say, you don't have a register. So if you have a register, I throw a challenge. Obi Kanchem MPP, your members here. Obi, you can't run a party like that. I thought you be. I declare this. Emma, you who say be a way MPP ni, way NDC ni. And they say, Obi, you mean a membership card. As I speak to you now, minimum that party makers your membership card there was an attempt some time ago. But you need to see it. It also be Obi party bia no ye kaya constitution wasema ye ka good standing. The good standing of a member ne say utwa udus. Now attend party programs and activities. Na me boa na me general secretary within 3 months we should have the party register. We should have our membership card.
Ekosiisen
Party
on
members
Asempa
must begin to
FM.
pay dues.
3 months, you said.
I'm telling you.
Is that not too short?
And not too short.
3 months.
Obi, and area is evolving. A modern trends of doing things. We cannot continue to do things in the old ways and expect modern results. Ya brabo ma ye bu kra no. Ye shas ye gan ye to aba to adaka mo sum ifiri ho ye de buy register ye biometric yi wo ho ye start ye na bibia sesa. And MPP is at a transitional point. We are going to have a general secretary who is in tune with modern trends of doing things. And then with technology, I don't see why we should have a problem in having our register within 3 months. Abraham be CEO why Obi, me carry February. Da me drew near the payroll abetu menim. Payroll de betu menim. Minim say nipako we am pass or staff na so onye staff na say nipako we ye adwuma na so okọ adwuma na so onko adwuma. But within 3 months Obi I introduce a software every month there before say be to Obi calculate there's validation until Obi te lambusi Obi to drapa eye why adwuma. But I can sit in Accra and I'll be able to tell say at the end of this man nipa wim na ye adwuma. It's technology. It makes things easier. And nontina Obi, yesterday your polling station elections no in your problems kakran. If it's a one, because of say who your membership ni ye. Ni ntimi who say Obi ka your hon, Dominic ka your hon, you register ni your print register number out and no Accra phone Obi can have access to it. No be a kwatwaba. You can register. Ni enemy ho a echinebem. Obi echinebem.
But sir, Abraham, you have to replace people, and yeah, there problems.
And no, that be constitution takes care of it. Article 3 na kase. The register shall be updated every 6 months. And the kayen fan say kadebia no year 6 months. You update no. National has a copy, constituency has a copy, regional has a copy. Echinebia no.
Do you think it's that easy to do the things I work on? If it were, Uncle Munye.
Obi, me who the difficulty in it.
On
Naninya
Asempa
comes
FM.
back with administrative skills and strategy. No more American in our hand. I don't think so. What one you see is as being impossible. Say you register my partner. Say partner more ID cards. Say partner my HR dues. And nothing as part of my campaign message, I'm strongly talking about the digitization of our party.
We'll come to the new things. But let me read some few messages and then I'll come back now for your share. The other new things you want to bring on board. Ekosiisen is higher Asempa FM. 4 p.m. exactly on the dot. Ekosiisen is many JFK and aiding como Justin Frimpong Kodua or General Secretary hopeful of the NPP. This one says, Obi, JFK's analogy of David's story has humbled me. I like his vim and the willingness to lead our great party. That's from Farouk in Tema. And he says, Jeff Kasim, Greater Accra Incoming Nasara organizer, sent his regards. Obi, tell him my son is grateful for his support. Farouk. Tema. Obi, the unity of our party cannot be compromised with a growing apathy within our party. We need a unifier like Justin Kodua Frimpong to make the NPP fit for victory in 2024. Okumkom, the best for the General Secretary job. Ernest Ewo Taifa and Odiwe Abba Let me see. We free Abrewa in Bubuashi, Enra any Abrewa Edi in Komowa. I'll say transformation of our party for victory 2024 requires the vision, the sense of duty, the dedication and discipline, and the admirable principles inherent in lawyer Justine Frimpong Kodua. That's from Abrewa, and he's in Bubuashi. And on the way, Abrewa, thank you. We say Obi JFA to the whole. We are say a fine gentleman with brains to help the NPP break the 8. Achima Safo. And or the way about Achima Safo. Okay. We say Obi, good afternoon. Kindly ask lawyer Justine Kodua Frimpong to tell us in all sincerity whether conflict of interest is not being executed in his mandate as YA boss as opposed to his ambition of becoming the General Secretary of the NPP. Won't he use his office to favor potential delegates who are mandated by our constitution to vote in his favor? Munkaila Jonas question or the aba and could you note that na we no we say Okum come, may God continue to bless you. This from Andy Owusu, Western North Region, Seshiyoso, and or the way are praying. Oberimaba opare ewo efia in the Western region. And he says, my greetings to the incoming General Secretary of our party, lawyer Justine Kodua Frimpong. Obi, tell him Western region is poised to support and campaign for him to become the next General Secretary. He is respectful, intelligent, and have the grassroots at heart. JFK is the right man to lead us as General Secretary. Oberimaba opare ewo efie kuma. Where is hi Obi? Good evening. My name is Honorable Primaini. Honorable Primaini. Oyoba. And if any Primaini. Honorable Primaini. JFK is one of the solid brands of our time. He has the party at heart and will be a blessing to the NPP fraternity. Even with his position as a CEO, he's been a blessing to the party. JFK to the Ewiase. Honorable Primaini. Wow. Where's Obi? Is there any administrative defect with the current General Secretary that he would want to come and correct? That's the question. This one says, at the time Dan Boche was General Secretary of the NPP, he was a young man, and that was the time he had stalwarts like BJ Darocha, Honorable Alajete, call the names, and Dan handled his office family. It's not about age, it's about one's intention to make a difference. Obi, tell lawyer, we've already decided to vote for him. No JFK, no vote. Okumkom, Erica Achampon, Tafu, women's organizer. Tafu should be a constituency, right? Vincent, okay. Vincent Kodua Frimpong constituency. Well, so Obi, listening to JFK, I think he's very articulate and humble and could be more approachable. The NPP needs people like this to lead the party, but he sounds too soft. Looking at the political environment we have, how can he cope with the atmosphere? Gusty man, it will breakum.
Ekosiisen on
Asempa FM. Another point for you to note there, or say you sound too soft. How do you respond to that? This one says, the NPP is on a record-setting agenda. We now have 2 women chairpersons. Lejokuku chose Auntie Gifty to be chairperson of the party last Saturday. I know our delegate will set another record by making JFK the youngest General Secretary of the NPP soon. Nana Amponsa Bidiakon and all the way about. Good afternoon, Obi. Justin Kodua Frimpong is the change we need to break the 8. Efia Baron, why I was so west were gone, Nidia or no dia praying in the loads and loads of your messages coming through. This one says, Obi, tell JFK that we see him, we like him, and we love him. Jamal and or the way Abba. Yeah, so good afternoon, Obi. Greetings to Justin Kodua Frimpong. We can only break the 8 with him and no other. Delegates, please vote for him, for he's the only person to help us break the 8. We say Ajua Konedu. Good afternoon, Obi. Help me congratulate all the newly elected executives of Ablekuma Central constituency. We want our seats back, and we can only achieve that when there's a united front. Regards to the CEO of Nabrok Group, the Honorable Nana Abrokwa Asare, the ever-shining star of Esujaman constituency. Let me see. Message is the door. So let me pause here, and then we'll come back to the messages. Ekosiisen high asempa 94.7 FM. Justin Kodua Frimpong, National General Secretary of the NPP. Obi, my regards to JFK. I wish him well. Hot water no the carry person, but it be warm water to those who say JFK is soft. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, Yentewe Emra Yaba will get into his plans as General Secretary for the NPP.